It's the Cable League. MTGO Show.
Made a real withdrawal from Moto for the first time in a while. And then I immediately turned around and dropped 400 of it back into Moto to buy the 40k cards. Yeah, it sucks passing Emmy. I love an Emmy, but I'm going to take this here Mana Crypt here. I think the Crocus is the best card. So I guess I'll draft it. Kind of hoping for like a Lelia or some shit, Excuse me. I have not played Clue in a long time. I guess Intrepid's good enough to draft here. Red not looking super open from these picks. Relax is not a word I understand. It makes no sense to me. Ooh, Umezawa's. I'm into it. Maybe some nice clean beatdowns. Umezawa's gaining life can matter with Mana Crypt too. If you flip Mana Crypt like I do. I think after this draft, we need a break to get some more tea. Make myself some green tea. Maybe a little snackaroo scheme. Yeah, I dig that. Gross pack. What do you even do with this? Turn 1 Mana Crypt Coalition Relic. How do you lose? Yeah, Tidallo Sculler and Nissa and Jace are all options. Kind of stinky, with our start. File for comp. Yeah, right? The real strat. These white cards are okay. I'm gonna grab Batterskull. That Zerda's interesting. Wandering Emperor is good. I wonder if I should grab this sword. The Sword of the Meek. Do the Top to Foundry thing. Green White Beats ended up trophy last time. It did, yeah. That's kind of a late mind twist, huh? Yeah, mostly the Parallax Wave carrying that deck, that green-white deck. We did have Wayfarer for Guy's Cradle, though. That was kind of cool. Another soup-style step this cube season. Yeah, I can see that, Jolly. You feel like you haven't seen me open Power in a while. We've opened a bit of Power today. We had a Black Lotus deck earlier. We never really drew the Black Lotus, but we did have it. And Mana Crypt I see is like Power 10 in cube terms. Doesn't look amazing in this deck yet, huh? With all these colored mana requirements. Stick with Mind Twist though. It is really good with the Umezawas and the Batterskull and the Twist. To be fair. No, Soul Ring's also in the Power 10, Luca. It's minus Time Twister, plus Crypt, plus Soul Ring. Soul Ring's higher pick the Mana Crypt. If I'm ever doing a stip, it'll be in the overlay. You'll be able to see it right here next to my face. I'll put it up in text. Feeling good about this Bowmasters, Quite the good card. Multiple bodies for the adversary pump spread out. Could be solid. Fair point, Volf. Fair point. Into Shieldred. Deck's looking better and better, Couple of really good picks. Two of the best cards in the cube, Bowmasters into Shieldred. I've gone back and forth on whether I have them over like the premium gold cards, like Minsk and Fourth and stuff. They do win a lot of games. Just inherently good cards while also hosing draw 7s and stuff. And combining with them well. Yeah, a lot of good cards here. Retrofitter, Shadow Spear, Bone Shards in him. I guess I want him. Shadow Spear would be a use of colorless Mana Crypt mana, but we already have that, right, with the Umezawas and the Batterskull. If we had Urza Saga, I'd want Retrofitter, but I don't think I want it otherwise. Maybe if we found Clamp. Could use more fixing here, right? A little light on that. How do we feel about Time Spiral? I'm just like trying to abandon the white cards. There's some good white cards there, but we don't actually have fixing for it. We do have a Tar Pit. And Bowmasters and Shieldred. It feels like kind of a lot, right? Might even still play the Crocus. Sunken Ruins, nice. There's an Inquisition there too. But I think I do want the Sunken Ruins. Gives me double black and double blue really clean. So I like Otawara. I like Staff a lot, unfortunately. Time Warp's interesting. Bobble's interesting. Don't love Rankle here, but maybe it's what I actually want. I think I'm taking the Warp. Damn, this is a removal spell. Rankle makes each player draw. That's true, that's true. Maybe I underrated it there. Mandatory Bowmaster pings and such. Oh, that's true. We do still have that Jace. Almost forgot about you. Yeah, that makes the blue look even better, huh? Luris being able to rebuy Voidwalker and Bowmasters might make it actually better than Dreams. It's just nice to have like actual early game interaction, right? We don't have a lot of that. We already passed Inquisition. When I go Esper, because you're putting a bigger constraint on the mana base. We don't have any white fixing. That's one of the reasons that I ditched, was like very willing to ditch white in the first place. You're just like introducing more things that can go wrong. Maybe try and shove white in here too. If the fixing was flowing more freely, then it's more free, right? But our color requirements are really tough. We have all these double blacks, double blues, and there's like at least one colorless mana source in the deck. Think about Bone Shards versus Hard Evidence. Get an actual removal spell, why not? We got Mind Twist for early discard. Yeah, right. Just mana crypted out. Kind of late staff going. Bats have freaky penises. What brought that on? Thopter combo would have gotten there. Think about Curtains and Brazen Borrower. God, Mystic's so expensive. Maybe I want Snuff Out. It's an early game removal spell. Cut down maybe. Jace maybe. Jace has a few things to flashback. Get that Time Warp Pum. That's pretty good with that one. Alright, I'm into it. I'll draft a Chrome Mox. One more card to rebuy with Luris too. Wouldn't have hated another draw 7. I think I'm gonna throw the Damnation in the sideboard. I kinda like the Flesh Gorger. Thoughtseize is nice. If the Thoughtseize wasn't here, I think I'd take the Virtue. Kind of a solid card. Dark Ritual, yeah. Alright, now we got a real one. Is Battle Skull's gonna have to do work for life gain? Yeah, I mean, we also have Shieldred, Luris, and Umazawa's, right? We have a solid amount of life gain here. Yeah, Echo would have been sick. Jace diluted away and stuff. Bone Shards to Bennett. We're doing unplayables for like 3 short. And there's Talisman, Misery's Shadow, and Damnation as potential plays from the sideboard. Chrome Mox, Imprint Luris. Use Caracas to play Dam. Briefly thought about the chance of me boarding in Archon versus Show and Tell, but probably more likely to bring in the Massacre Girl, right? Guess a bunch of Mana Dorks or something. You like the main deck Damnation? Well, that's good. We might have to run it. Just to have enough playables. The song is dope. This band is dope. Death from Above, 1979. I almost like Pyrite Spellbomb just to be like recursion with Luris, just to like draw cards. Cut down wheel, good, good. The Spellbomb's dumb, right? Is that a dumb consideration? I don't know, I can't tell. It's kind of clunky, but like 2 mana, draw a card every turn. It certainly makes the Luris better. It's like, is that worth a slot though? I'd feel way better about it if it was Aether Spellbomb, of course. I wonder if Dig is better than Necromancy. We got some cards worth rebuying though for Necromancy. And we're like hitting our opponent's cards with all of our discard. Oh shit, I'm probably gonna play that Virtue. Is the Luris deck real? I'm just gonna play the Luris in my deck. It's not a Luris deck. We have plenty of permanents that cost more. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break here. Go make myself some tea, get some water. I'm out of water, and a snack. I'll come back. We'll finish out with the last. We'll figure out what the last cut is and jam this deck, huh? Oh yeah, the Dothy's gonna be awesome. All right, all right, all right. I got tea, I got water, I got a hot dog. I'm good to go. We could splash the Pyrite Spellbomb activation too. Couple of red duels. Worth thinking about. I think yeah. I'm not sure about the Crocus. Maybe I should play the Crocus as a spell, so it doesn't gunk up my mana. My mana is like really intensive. All these double blues and double blacks. I could see flooding out too. Yeah, I was thinking about that too, Crazy Hair, during the draft. I think Damnation is going to start as a sideboard card. We have other stuff like already for the creature decks, right? Like Umazawas and whatnot. Yeah, I guess, I mean, Sunken Ruins and Urborg could both do work, mana fixing wise. Right, I was just thinking about that, Bill. That's why I put them together. I was thinking about the Spellbomb as like a package. Make the Luris a little bit better. And then cut the Caracas. I don't know what card I would cut for the Spellbomb, though. Maybe Virtue. Virtue's been pretty good for like me and my opponents. Maybe Bone Shards. Yeah, maybe I don't need another pitch card with the Chromox in here too. And then let's look at our lane counts. This would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Probably 12 black sources. But only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue. 5 blue is not enough, right? Like, we need at least 7. I don't think I can afford to play that Caracas. As much as I want to. I think it would be a spell. And then it makes the Chromox awkward. Maybe I'll board it in. This opener makes me feel things. How important was winning that die roll, huh? Can we get the planes? We cannot. We got Narset Time Warp, though. That's pretty good. Yeah, right, Grace? Pretty important Thoughtseize, I think. Caracas lines up against Jace pretty well. So the big issue here is we play Shieldred, and then they Teferi bounce it, and then we replay, and then hopefully they haven't drawn into an answer by then, but... Pretty hard to kill a Doomsday turn 1 Roro, because you can't gush and stuff. I think it's easier to win with just regular tendrils. Hub of Obedience. Oh, you were playing in paper? Yeah, I have Helm in my cube too. Or no, I'm thinking of a different Helm. I'm sorry. My apologies. Step 1, recall. Just jam it. Now Jace can flash back the recall. A lot of cards, huh? Leads looted away Echo. Hopefully the shielded sticks, huh? I do feel good about having orcs and shielded in my in this match where my opponent's got like recall and echo and all that. Oh, I think I'm just slamming shielded. If orc got bowmaster, got force of will, then I could necromancy it. What are the odds of that though, huh? What are the odds that they have force of will specifically? I'm leading up white for swords. I think I'm probably just fucked here. If they didn't have the Teferi, I could get cute with orcs. Just pass the turn here. But they've effectively turned off the flash. What's the nightmare? They treachery shielded and flash back their echoes. That would get a scoop for sure. No creature cube. I only drafted the no creature cube once at CubeCon. I had a blast with it. I regretted not drafting it a second time. I did get to replay what my favorite cube was from the first year though, so maybe it'll be back next year. I can give it another spin. So many cool cubes at CubeCon. A 93-94 cube. Nice, Jack. Yeah, the guy who helped to design the Living the Dream cube built a 93-94 cube. I've had the pleasure of drafting that one a few times. I should actually organize a cube day. Maybe after Vintage Cube season's over. I'd love to draft that cube again. And I have a bunch of updates to make on my cube. No, I don't know what you're talking about, crazy hair. What's this Bowmaster supposed to ping? When Dirkwood Boars is one of the strongest creatures in the format, you know something's off. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's charming. Like, you open a pack and it's got like a Mox Jet in it. And instead you're taking like a 3-mana 3/3 flyer with Echo. Or a cumulative upkeep cost, sorry. Pro wants to show and tell. What do you think they're going to put into play? We can put in Necromancy and get the Jace. An old frame only cube? Yeah, yeah. That was my favorite cube from the first year of CubeCon, Eric Virgo. Was a cube like that. Really cool stuff. Chase does flip toner's control, yeah. Loot might still be good. Oh my god, it would have worked out perfect here. Let me keep my shielded. Does the cube contain new old boarded cards? It does, yeah. The one that I played. Obviously, you could make that decision yourself. Ugin Hum. I think we're just dead. They can, like, answer the Shieldred, and then they reanimate the orcs, flashback echo. It's good enough. Good enough for me. I wish I had more answers to planeswalkers in here. Could try this. Shards kills walkers. Yeah, is that better than Shadow? Is that better than just attacking? Maybe Virtue's supposed to come out. I was wondering if, like, the 7 mana part of this could be good here. Yeah, Mark. I shared a tweet about that a few days ago. Like, as soon as that card got spoiled, someone tweeted, like, someone's just trying to make Nick Fit playable or something. Should be a fun one. Fun one to brew around. Has anyone ever made a cube that's like a bunch of a single creature they can play around? I played a Death Shadow cube some months back, where basically everybody was just given 3 Death Shadows, and you could play them or you could not play them. And then the cube itself had a few multiples within it. Street Wraith, Gitaxian Probe, and some of the removal spells there were multiple copies of. And the way that the games played out felt very Legacy. Like, people, like, wastelanding and dazing each other, and, like, a bunch of, like, one-man interactive spells. It was pretty fun. If you enjoy playing Legacy, a lot of the same archetypes were supported. Oh my god. I think I have to send this back. I really like Tar Pit against all their walkers, but I think we have to send this back. Okay, okay. I want to grief them and then Necromancy the Grief, but I don't want to pitch the Shieldred. Oh, fun, JRC. Commander Cube? There's a bunch of different Commander Cubes floating around. I've drafted Sam Blacks a few times. I thought... Show and Tell Planes. I thought drafting it was interesting. Like, drafting around a commander is an interesting thing. But the one thing I disliked about it is once you're done drafting, then you have to play around a commander. Just less my thing. The Zerborg's doing a lot of work, huh? Warp or Gush? What do you think? Yeah, I've enjoyed playing Commander before Salty Rutabaga, but it's almost like playing poker for me, where it's just like an excuse to get people around a table, have a few drinks, and socialize. And it's at its worst when you play like an actual game. With everyone politicking and min-maxing and all that. And obviously that's just a preference, right? Just a me preference. Nothing inherently wrong with Commander, right? Nice, Mr. Hyde. Yeah, it seems like a good spot for it. Alright, I think we gotta start letting them draw with Palantir. We can get the Shieldred down first. No, we can't. Alright, fair enough. They have Hull Breacher and Narset for their draw 7s. God damn it. They just Mystical Tutor for Ancestral. I'm staring at the Shieldred in my hand like, ah! Yeah, the mill 3 from a deck that's got like Ugin and Palantir and stuff in it. I think we gotta let them draw. Well, they still haven't hit their white source. The deck is crazy, yeah. I just wish that I could resolve my anti-draw spells against the deck that's all draw spells. Would probably help. Meanwhile, they're over there wishing for a white source. You don't like Commander because trying to win is something you want to do, but not too much. Yeah. Yeah, that's always a weird line to bridge, right? Well, I can win turn 3, but I should probably let other people play their cards first. I've heard about that before the Ziggs. Competitive Commander tournaments and people complaining about decks being too good. Tournaments with like 4-player pods just feel weird to me anyway. Seems hard to avoid some amount of like king making and stuff. The meme jar. Yay. Sick. I guess they were having a frustrating game. CDH is boring to you. All the decks do exactly the same thing every game. I mean, you can play like Lock and Hate Bear decks, right? Not everybody's just comboing. I've been to a few of those, Jank Mage. A lot of great bands, terrible festival. Bummer to mull that. Well, this hand's pretty sweet, though. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, Cirxlin. Maybe the Haunted Ridge should be coming down. Or the Caracas, in case they play Jace here. Yeah, I think that's way better. Because next turn I definitely want a Dark Ritual out the Grief, right? So I think I should be covering my bases, maybe. Maybe they bounce Grief if I evoke it. I don't think so. I think I'm going to have to Dark Ritual that one out. They might still bounce it, though. That's not the worst one. Show me what you got. A lot of annoying cards in there, The best Dark Ritual art? There's a couple ones that I use. There's a lot of sweet Dark Ritual choices. The cat's a little too scary with Teferi, They could just go infinite if they had a white source. I almost wonder if they should have played the cat with the Aether Spell Mama Pong, use the Basalt Monolith mana. Because it literally is like white source, they bounce Monk's Emerald and just get to go. I don't think all the Dark Rituals are even on Moto. Yeah, this is the one that I use. This is one of the ones that I use in paper. This art's sweet. I really like the Saga border though. Big fan of that. This is the Dark Ritual that I use in my EDH deck. It's all sketched and painted. I got the last copy from that particular run from that artist. I think this is the only wrong choice. That's Dark Ritual's sweet. Interesting. This one's really good. Borderless like that. It's so good. The Aether Spell Bomb to draw a card. Sure. Lura's looking a little mopey here. One of the Secret Lair Dark Rituals. Oh, was that one of the, oh, that fucking fantasy artist. I'm so bad with names. I have, like, some giant prints from this guy. Like, all over my house. Frazetta, thank you, Klug. Yeah, I was keeping an eye on the artist proofs for this one when they were selling. But I didn't pull the trigger, because obviously Frazetta's not around to sketch or paint on the back, and that's how I collect those. But yeah, I've got the bears on my wall. Huge print, too. Like as tall as a person. It's a big ballista. I like snuff ending pre-combat. One, because they probably ping the grief when I go to attack with it anyway. And two, if they decide to go face, then Luris gets to hit them. A bit worse for them. Gives them a chance to screw up. Not stoked about this Batter Skull. Like, is this going to get fairy bounced or whatever? Hey Zeb, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 55 months there. Yarp. Orcs to just like clear its fairy would have been great. While also giving me some protection from draw sevens, which I currently lack. I think they have enough mana to crank the jar now. They might be afraid of me ripping orcs or shielded. Yeah, I agree. Well, at least I'm not drawing this trash, huh? In Eldraine Limited. Wild Circlin. Do I have any future concerts planned? I've got a lot, actually. I've got Ministry on the 10th. I've got Heilung in April. Really nice tickets, too. I'm pretty excited. I've seen Heilung once before, but it was in a really crummy venue. So let's be nice. And then in March, I got like a bunch of shows. Judas Priest into Amon Amarth. And then later that month, I've also got... Or maybe Amon Amarth's later that month. Regardless, in March I'm seeing Judas Priest with Sabaton opening for them. I'm pretty stoked about it. Like, they just had a new... they just released another track off the new album today. It's fucking ripping. Sounded like a great album. And then, and Sabaton should be fun too. Haven't seen them before. I like them every once in a while. Not enough to like go see them by themselves, but certainly enough. To see them for free, huh? It's like a bonus. It's sweet. Now we have some graveyard value, huh? Bring these curtains up. I dig that. Yeah, then later that that month there's Visigoth and Eternal Champion are two acts I'm really excited about. They've both been on my battle vest for a long time. Then later in the year, I've got Iron Maiden. Pretty stoked about that. And King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Coheed and Cambria when they come through Madison. It's going to be a good year. There's only like a couple months where I'm like, don't have any shows planned. I really dig that live music. Oh, fun, Blast Aqua. You gotta let me know how it is. No, my Caracas. Oh shit, what up? Hey, I attack you. Things in 92 months. If I rip a land here, I think I got it. I did not rip a land. Because Lurrus can rebuy the Mana Crypt, and then I could flip the Concealing Curtains and put the Batterskull on it. Now it's going to be a lot harder to do all that. I think it's the 68 months I cruise. 68 months sub hype. Has it really been this long? That's what the numbers say. I'm glad you still enjoy the content, Cruz. I'm not familiar, Joe the Thumb. If I serve with everybody here, and they block Lurrus, then I sack Germ, 3 lands. If I ripped a land, then I could equip and kill them. I think I'm supposed to serve all. Hell yeah, Solar Rain. That's kind of an interesting question for the opponent here. What to block? Actually, I wonder if they can attack, right? Let their hands just show and tell. I think they need to top deck something to win this game. Sup, Doczillo. Opponent's in the red. And then if we rip a land here, we can still equip next turn. Sack the Mana Crypt, sack 3 lands, play the Mana Crypt. Or maybe I'm not supposed to sack the Mana Crypt, because I can rebuy the Mox with Lurrus. Maybe I'm just supposed to sack 4 lands. It's the same, right? It's the same. I need to rip a land either way. We don't need a blocker. I'm trying to think if there's a benefit to sacking Mana Crypt versus a land. So you sack the Mana Crypt in 3 lands, and then you rebuy the Mana Crypt. Whereas if you sacrifice 4 lands, then you rebuy Chrome Mox. Yeah, you still need the land drop, right? So I might as well sack the Crypt. Mana Crypt can be recast from Lurrus, but the Chrome Mox is already in our graveyard to be recast. So I can't do both in the same turn, right? That's the me puzzling, as if there's like a reason to do one over the other. They drew a thing. Oh, it's not a thing! Alright. I need to rip a land here, but if I rip a land, I think I get to win. Come on, deck. I think that also works, huh? Wild shit, huh? Wild shit. I'm tempted to keep this just because the mana's so good with the Sunken Ruins. Possible it's supposed to be a mull, though. With no early game interaction. No Thoughtseize, him to Turok stuff. No Chrome Mox, Mana Crypt. Oh, there's a play. I'm just gonna flip that on 3 rather than rent the Luris out. Oh yeah, Doxillo. Yeah, I have fond memories of that deck. Did really well for me. Very good in the Siege Rhino meta. Man, this is kind of tough. I think between stuff, I know we can't currently cast stuff out for free, but I think between stuff out and Umazawa's, I don't need to worry about the Hull Breacher. So I guess I take Teferi. Because that card's real annoying. Hey, Jake Mage, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 28 months. Another Teferi Preacher deck. Yeah, right? Just like the exact same. I thought we got out of this! And then I'm expecting a Spell Pierce on my Umazawa's here. Which is fine. I just won't be able to equip this turn. At least I resolve. Interesting. Oh, I guess they want to line up Kolaghan's Command on the Umazawas. That's their plan. Oh, fuck this strip mine. Like, Luris can rebuy the Umazawas, you know? I think I'm supposed to discard Luris to maybe Necromancy it. Maybe a bit in Time Warp. Yeah, it's been Luris. And then if we rip a single black source, we can Necromancy back the Luris, which can then get back the Umazawas, or we can drop another island. Not that many islands in here, right? There's one more, exactly one more island. Yeah. Well, Trax is terrifying, huh? Hey, there we go. Opponent's at 10. Urborg doing work. So all we know about now is that Spell Pierce. Batterskull? Just trying to deny them, you know, crews and stuff. I think this Krakus is going to come in again. I assume that a Tarka, Traxa, whatever it is going to stay in. Godlike Urborg Grip. Oh, yeah. That Urborg was so fucking good. Oh, my God. Saved my fucking ass. Yet another Hull Breacher opponent. Making me question this time Spiral. Feels like we have a lot of removal, though. Just cut down and kill Hull Breacher. Yeah. Pirate Spellbomb, maybe. You know who hasn't shown up yet? Voidwalker. Can be a fun one to win with. Esper good stuff? No, just blue-black. Yeah, Snuff Out's great here. Kill the Copter, too. Yeah, considering boarding out the Batterskull, I think that's what I'm going to do. Hand looks decent, huh? For sure, Sonic. That can be frustrating. I've thrown a couple myself recently. No spell pierce for my Hymn-Turok, you say? Get that Kolaghan's Command out of there. I'm going to take the Virtue and just run the Jace out, I think. Maybe I should take the Urtai, run the Jace out, and then they Virtue the Urtai, and then I Lurrus back the Jace. Is that, like, too much work? Is that too finicky for value? There's the outside chance that they get the Virtue back later. There's a way I could get punished for this cute as fuck line, huh? Another way I could get punished is if they just, like, draw another removal spell for Lurrus. Fair enough. Well, if I dam first, then the Jace flips, I missed that I was getting two cards to the graveyard, because it was my own grief. Silly meme. Could have a flip Jace right now, and be shuffling that Virtue away in their hand, instead of letting them keep it. Very tempted to play the grief, too. Are they still missing blue mana? After all those turns, and then we play a draw 7. And twist all their blue sources again. I still think there's a really good chance I lose to this Virtue. I think there's a chance I lose to that by not flipping my Jace. Could certainly throw me this match. Because I have 5 mana towards it right now, you know? It's so close. Deal. Hell yeah, Zazu. Rest in pepperoni. Alright, I'm feeling good about this game again. Even if they rip an answer to Lurrus, you know, we can still just, like, throw the Umazawas on the tar pit. It's a hell of a clock, right? I never did see them live, Zazu, no. I have a shitload of their stuff on vinyl, though. Am I supposed to take this Exhume or not? They didn't even cast it. Wouldn't casting it have been good? They would have gotten back Metamorph, which could clone Lurrus, and then they replace Skydiver. Maybe just like all... Oh, they can't replace Skydiver, they don't have blue mana. Whatever, I'll take their card. Age of Frick thinks that 38 months. They keep making it harder and harder to find the Prime button. Oh no. And Orzamil, thanks for the resub, thanks for the 58 months. An inexorable arrow of entropic time marches forward. So true, Orzamil. Really makes you think. Yeah, Bowmaster is single-handedly making this opener look good, huh? Oh shit, what up? Hey, Kadunk, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 13 months. I don't think there's a way I get burned for not leading on Swamp for the snuff. I guess I could rip Jace for its Prodigy. I want to go Island Jace. What are the odds I regret not holding up Bowmasters, I think this might like clear the way for the Bowmasters to actually land though, not just be insta countered or exiled. Yeah, Kadunk with lucky number 13. Damn. Well, I did what I wanted it to do. Interesting. Yeah, I can choose a card, it doesn't do anything. The Snuff Out's probably going to line up against this Urza, Oh, they don't have a second blue for Counterspell. I think I want to land this Orc. Like sooner rather than later. Like before they get their second blue down. Get some pressure going. Sure. I'll be right back, folks. I was just gifted a burrito. Yeah, if you slam Batterskull here, it just gets touched, right? It doesn't really do anything for you. And then you have to Chrome Mox. Not a gift, but a curse. The T-Bell? No, no, no. It's definitely a gift. Life is good. If I got a burrito every time my sub came through, I would die. I would die from burrito overconsumption. And even if it wasn't like technically a thing, like the doctors would create a new term. Oh shit, what up? Hey Lunica, thanks for 71 months. What's my ideal burrito? I don't know if I have one. Awkward thing about this him to truck currently is that it just lines up against Counterspell. I think I might just slam the Batterskull here. Let them counter that, and then get to him them next turn. Because the Touch the Spear Realm can still answer Batterskull, right? But they can't tap out for the Touch the Spear Realm and hold up Counterspell. What's my burrito choice this evening? This is a Chicken Supreme burrito from Taco Bell. And there's a second burrito in the bag, which makes me think that's a bean burrito. That's my go-to order. I order different stuff on my burrito, like, all the time, though. Depending on my mood or where I'm ordering from, or... I like variety. This him to truck just got a lot worse, huh? Do I still play it? I think I do. Try and get that touch out of their hand before we shielded. Could still be good. Could still be winning. Mana Leak, Urza. Yeah, I guess the dream hits would have been Touch the Spirit Realm, Mana Leak. I guess I still play this, even though they have an answer handy. Maybe not. Maybe I'm supposed to chill on it. There's a bunch of other discard in this deck, Mind Twist and stuff. Well, they discarded a mana leak and got them. It's just non-land gives them them. Sure, sure. Time Twister would be sweet right around now, huh? No good attack. Like an instant speed 2/2. Opponent's got a lot of annoying counters, huh? Some real quality interaction. We found it. The stuff out target. Tar Pit would have been nice on this board. And Tar Pit would have soloed this game. Oh well. Someday my opponent will hit land drops, and I will draw spells, and that will be a great day. I gotta get this extra burrito in the fridge. I wonder why they didn't play the Trinket Mage. I guess they just wanted to activate the currency converter. A spell? Yeah. It might be counted in my mana base for my lands, but it is technically a spell. Oh, they didn't activate converter. Interesting. Yeah. Well, I'm still 4 minutes ahead on the clock, so I don't feel bad about running that up to the fridge. Really not sure why they didn't put the Trinket Mage, or why they didn't loot with the currency converter. Maybe they just missed it. Yeah, Skull Clamp's not bad here. Feels like they're holding up another counter, right? Like maybe Mana Drain or something. They've had Trinket Mage in their hand this whole time. Just haven't wanted to play it. Yeah, why'd they E-tutor for something they could have Trinket Maged for? Unless they really want to hold their mana up. I thought real hard about that one. Have we lost track and it's in the graveyard? The Trinket Mage? No. This is their whole graveyard. The T-Mage cometh. Last Upheaval game? I mean, this is game 1. How do they only have 4 lands on turn 12? Yeah, I'd bet a lot of money that they've got a Mana Drain in their hand. I might have to trade with that Trinket Mage. I don't want to, but I might have to. Only at 7 over here. We'll get a hard cast of fucking Eldrazi, huh? Very jealous of that currency converter. Do this now. It just gets countered, but I want to clear the... If I draw a Time Twister next turn, I want to have all my mana available. I don't want to have to play out the Mana Crypt, right? Reprieve? Was that they were trying to hold up? Or do they have another thing for me? Wow, it was a reprieve the whole time. Well, I can draw a Twister. I can resolve it, but I do need to draw it. I think this is the turn that I have to block the Trinket Mage. The Kraken Black Lotus. That's why I like to block the turn before it would be lethal. In case of random removal spells and stuff. There's a lot of mana. Hopefully we draw a little bit more gas this next game here. Bone Shards can kill Teferi. I don't know if that means it's worth playing over Dam. Or Cut Down. Cut Down can't kill Shark, because it'd be 6. Let's do that swap. I have 3 mana left in the deck with 19 cards to go. Yeah, that's what it felt like. Not a lot left. So I was thinking a Time Spiral would have been sick, right? Because we'd already like pulled all the lands out. This hand's pretty sweet. We could go for a turn 2 Jace. I kind of like imprinting the Dark Ritual on the Chrome Mox, though, and just hemming. Turn 2 Jace might get in under their counter magic, though. That could be really good. But that would go like Chrome Mox, imprint him, Dark Ritual, Jace. It's a big investment. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Pony Slay Station thinks that's 63 months. Do I play Rhystic Study? Rhystic Study's not in this cube. We're playing cube right now. Did I enjoy Dune Part 1? I did. I've been hearing really good things about the second one, too. Got tickets for Sunday. Did we ever see Spell Pierce out of them last game? Let's go ahead and imprint the Time Spiral. It's so good, like so good. Yeah, everybody's been saying nuts stuff. Nice. Bought me a little bit of time there. Yeah, they have Luris Black Lotus and Emery Black Lotus. Nice to boom. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to rewatch the other one. Don't know if I'll have time. Kind of want to, though. Nabbing my Chrome Mox, sure. It did its job. Do I want to leave the Emery? So I just like keep bouncing it over and over. I think we're just in a really good spot. You just watched a YouTube recap before you subhead 2? Yeah, that might make sense too. I feel like I remember the last one pretty well, but can't hurt, right? You're having a Dune party this weekend, watching the first one tomorrow and then the second one on Saturday. Oh, you gotta start with Lynch's Dune. You watch Lynch's Dune, and then you watch the documentary on Aronofsky's Dune, or not Aronofsky. What was his fucking name? Well, anyway, that Dune documentary. And then you watch Dune 1, and then you all take a break from movies to go read Dune, and then read Children of Dune. And then after all of that, then you can finally watch Dune 2. And the miniseries, right. Jodorowsky, thank you. Yeah, Jodorowsky's Dune. Then I'll be Dune your mom afterwards. Ho-ho! Well, that's thorough. Yeah, maybe that was about him, huh? Look at the cards! He's pitching a Dune 3 that covers the next book. Doesn't like the main character turn into a worm or something at some point? Dune heads are always telling me like that the later books are not translatable. That it gets real weird. I'd be stoked though if it turned into a long series. I like weird. Give me that weird shit. Yeah, I didn't serve in case they wanted to make a 2-2 there. Yeah, they decided to make it 2-2. And then we like try and use Orc to flash to like hit the 2-2 or whatever. They can mana leak the Orc, and then they like actually connect onto the Jace and such. So I left the eye back out of an abundance of caution. And then if they did do that, if they made 2-2s, even though we left the eye back, then we could have used the Orc to bait out the mana leak at the end of turn, and then untap and slam the Batterskull that we were floating on top. And that would have been pretty good, too. Interesting, Wahood. That, aside from that last bit, where, like, it doesn't completely finish the book, everything I've heard has been positive. Just, like, rave reviews. From people that, like, saw early access, and then also people that have been watching it tonight. Is this the finals? This is the finals. And we're going to game 3 here. Yeah, I don't think it needs to finish. I don't think there's like a what's the word? A timer on it, right? You gotta cover X part of the book per movie or whatever. Nice, Philip. Philip K. Sick. Anyone with a sci-fi reference in their username is someone you should listen to about whether Dune was good or not. All right, the virtue doesn't kill the doesn't kill Urza, and it doesn't kill their shark, whereas Dam could. So I guess I'll do this. Sarn quests are open, yeah. I think we're letting them bring it back Mox Opal hum. Yeah, right? People had that complaint about part 1 too, Daboon. You're not wrong about that. And it didn't really. Just like a pretty measured movie that takes the appropriate amount of time. Oh my god. The issue with Dark Ritual Bowmasters is that they've got all the counters in the world, and I'm just gonna get blown the fuck out. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna counter my Dark Ritual. Is that what you want to do? I'll be happy being like my Dark Ritual. Why doesn't Grief have Flash? Yeah, now I don't think they're originally on Grief on 2, but, you know, they just would have manually that. Hey, where's a mill? I think it's $6.90. Is this power metal? It looks like power metal. Look at this cover. They're like fire wolves in the ocean waves. 100%, right? Would it be right to not cast Bowmaster? I don't think so. That's why I'd cast the fucking Bowmaster, friend. That mainly is going to counter something. I'm not just going to sit here for 10 turns. Kind of want a Mind Twist for one here. Wow, that just hit. That just hit. Oh my god, I'm so much more excited about my hand now. I thought we were just going to do one of those never resolve anything games. Land for Shieldred, land for Shieldred. Come on, come on. We've like inverted our roles from game 1. They've got all the mana. I'm sitting here with 3. They had a lot going on with their 3 mana draw though. This is just like the land number 4 waiting room over here. Urza cometh, sure. Does Necromancy do something? I could Necromancy the Luris and rebuy Bowmasters next turn. That's like kind of real, right? I don't think just getting Bowmasters back here does anything. Yeah, the Luris makes it awkward to serve with the Construct token, because now we have a 3-2 lifelinker. And then even if I don't hit our land for Shieldred next turn, and we can at least bring the Bowmasters back, at least do something, right? Start building a board state. There's no draw 7 other than the Spiral. With the Spiral's still been good for me. Opponent disagrees. They're serving with that Construct. Sure, get in. We spin in. Finding Shark. God damn it. Feeling really silly for using that dam earlier. Yeah, I was talking about, like, if they serve with the 3-3, we could just attack with Luris and gain our life back, and then they flip a 2-4. Just make me look like a real idiot. I could have attacked with Luris and they block with the Shark, then I, like, flash in the Bowmaster, right? Yeah, that would have been a sweet line. If we hadn't hit for the Shieldred, obviously Shieldred's better. They're fetching. Maybe just thinning before they spinners them. Seed Shark getting in. Trade Luris, then they wouldn't have mana for a counter here. Hopefully they just don't have one. Cool, very cool. I dug it. Threw it on the Power Metal playlist I'm starting. The Chrome Mox pumps their Construct token by 2. I wonder if I'm going to regret not taking the Luris for Construct trade, Maybe Batterskull on Shieldred's just gonna, like, grind down their board. Hell yeah, Thelgit. Love me some Unleash the Archers. Well, we don't have to play around that counterspell anymore. Infinitely jump it with the Orc. Yeah, but I want to attack, you know, I want to kill them. I don't want to just, like, let them spin Urza for forever. Sick. Well, that was a trophy. All three of our opponents were doing blue counter things, and two of them had like Narset stuff going on too, Hull Breacher things. Ground him out though. That's some sick games in there. The discard lined up real well,